Kinky, the man taunts, his tone dripping with cruel amusement. But you've got a debt to settle, Ludo. By all means, go play with your friend's basic instincts after we're done. The blindfold muffles your other senses, but the sound of boots scraping against cobblestones, the clink of weapons being drawn, and the faint rustle of fabric tell you all you need to know. Trouble has found you. Ludovic growls low under his breath. Looks like I've got more than one secret to keep today, he mutters. A sharp whistle slices through the tension, and Sheila immediately reacts, yanking off her blindfold. We're surrounded, she hisses, grabbing your arm to rip yours away as well. As your vision clears, you see a group of rough-looking thugs fanning out, forming a loose semicircle around your trio. At their head stands a burly man with a crooked nose and a smirk that could curdle milk. His hand rests casually on the hilt of a jagged blade, while the others brandish clubs, daggers, and makeshift weapons. You didn't think you could just disappear, did you, Ludo? The leader sneers. We've been keeping tabs. And now, it's time to pay. Ludovic's eyes dart between the thugs and you, his jaw tightening. Not today, he snaps. His hand moves to his belt, revealing a dagger glinting in the dim light. Sheila readies her weapon, a fierce determination flashing across her face. Looks like we're fighting our way out of this. The leader chuckles, his cronies following suit. Oh, I love it when they resist, he says, signaling his men forward. Break them. Prepare to fight. Prepare to fight.
All right, how many people do we have? Oh my gosh, we got only 4. It's not bad. Stone. Tactic. Mace. Okay, he's gonna be easy to beat. Meat. Sword crossbow. About you. Okay, what about you? Looks like everybody's easy. You're the one that's gonna be problems. You're 14, but you're the one that is. Yes, no problem. We got this taken care of. We have you going first. Steve's knife. Raven messenger. About accuracy. Swap positions with target. We'll go ahead and just move you over here. And we will stop. That'll be good, just to stay right here. Ow! Poison dart. And then it's kiss. Ooh, okay, okay. The serpent's leap. Range is 2. All right, you're gonna have to go up there and help him out. Quick step. 1. Start. Gamble. Knife. How about 8? Down to 4. Twice distracted. Your turn. Serpent's leap. Okay, what I want to do for serpent's leap? Make a move. And you. Oh, on the adjacent. Shoot. I'll just go straight. I go here, then bleed out. Go here, then what is it? Gamble. Effects. Does he have any effects? No status effects. But I can go ahead and just hit you for 5. Ow. 4. Your turn. Curry. 3. 4. Okay, I hit you for 4. You're bleeding. You're down to 3, so the practical thing is go ahead and take you out. Can I hit you again? Quick step. Okay, so I'll go 1. That's gonna be it, and I'm gonna stop. 2. I can just go 2, right? 1, 2. Oop, 4. He's dying. No. 6. So go ahead and hit him. Hit him again. Oh, you're healed. You're down to 1. I'll go here and I'll wait. Dart. Okay, you're being poisoned. Okay, 2. You're poisoned. Oh, come on now. No, 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 no. You're dead. Brushing it off. That all. All right, I'll do a quick loop. I barely escaped, but I did escape. Got a shovel and I got some gold. Let's leave combat.
The last of the thugs vanishes into the shadows, their taunts and curses fading into the night. The confrontation has left its mark. Scuffs mar the cobblestones, and the metallic tang of blood lingers in the air, but your group remains standing, battered but victorious. Ludovic exhales sharply, wiping his brow before glancing down at the discarded blindfolds near your feet. "Never mind those now," he mutters, his tone brusque. "We need to move before they decide to come back with reinforcements." Without waiting for a reply, he takes the lead and gestures for you and Sheila to follow. The adrenaline still coursing through your veins sharpens your senses as you navigate the city's winding streets. Every distant sound, whether a barking dog, a muffled laugh, or the clink of boots on stone, feels laden with tension. After several quick turns and whispered exchanges between Ludovic and shadowy figures stationed in dark corners, he leads you to an unassuming stretch of wall. A rhythmic tapping sound follows. It is a code, deliberate and practiced. Moments later, a concealed door groans open, revealing a narrow passage beyond. Sheila narrows her eyes at the hidden entryway, her skepticism clear. "You always have secret doors lying around," she asks, though she follows closely as Ludovic steps inside. "Don't you?" Ludovic replies dryly, motioning for you to enter. The ground beneath your feet shifts from uneven cobblestones to the smooth, cool stone of an underground corridor. The air is damp and heavy, tinged with the faint scent of earth and stone. The passage twists and turns, the dim light from Ludovic's lantern casting flickering shadows along the walls. Finally, the tunnel opens into a small but well-furnished chamber. Shelves lined with books and strange artifacts line the walls, and a sturdy table stands in the center, illuminated by the warm glow of candles. Ludovic turns to face you both, his expression a blend of pride and caution. "Welcome to my sanctuary," he says. "We are safe here for now. Let's get down to business."
Alright, we'll go right here. And what are we going to do? Interaction. Let's talk.
Now, Ludovic continues, his tone shifting to one of seriousness, "Sheila can make herself at home while you tell me about my sister." His gaze meets yours with an intensity that underscores the gravity of the situation.
Alright. When the ruins of Lepokborough collapsed, we were separated in the chaos. I saw Jonas last, struggling to find a way out. As for Claire, her fate remains a mystery. I've clung to the hope that she, like us, found a way to survive. But truthfully, Lovick, I don't know where she is, or even if she's still alive.
Upon hearing your mention of Lyldhorp Burrow, Ludovic's brow furrows in confusion and concern. "Lyldhorp Burrow? I'm not familiar with this place. What were you and Claire doing there?" His voice carries a mix of worry and a pressing need for understanding, hinting at the gravity he places on any detail that might lead to his sister. You realize now the depth of the gap in Ludovic's knowledge about Claire's recent endeavors. It's a delicate balance, sharing the perilous truth while not overwhelming him with the danger she faced. Lyldhorp Burrow is an ancient site, you begin carefully, rumored to hold secrets from before the Forgotten Era. Claire, Janice, and I, we sought to uncover its truths, driven by a mix of curiosity and, perhaps, a bit of recklessness. It's a place of old magic, twisted and dangerous. We believed we were prepared, but the burrow was more treacherous than any of us anticipated. You describe the journey to Lyldhorp Burrow, the eerie atmosphere of the ruins, and the inexplicable pull of the orb. "It was like nothing I've ever felt before. A power that seemed to beckon and warn at the same time," you say, recalling the moment vividly. You then recount the moment you and REYLA touched the orb simultaneously, unleashing chaos. "As soon as we touched it, everything changed. There was a flash of light, a surge of energy, and then, hell broke loose." Then, REYLA, you stop mid-sentence, a sudden realization dawning on you. "Oh, by the divines, Ludo, I am so sorry about REYLA," you say, your voice heavy with the weight of the memory. Ludovic's brow furrows in confusion. REYLA? Who's REYLA? He asks, a hint of concern in his tone.
Well, we'll do the logical choices. Number three. Rayla, your older sister. She was with us at the barrel. As you continue, striving to maintain composure despite the shock of Lovick's reaction. She's been a part of this from the start.
Ludovic shakes his head slowly, his brows knitting together in a mix of concern and bewilderment. I assure you, I'm not jesting. I've never had another sister. Claire is the only one. If this REYLA was there, I have no knowledge of her. He laughs bitterly, a sound devoid of humor. Perhaps my father or mother had an affair I never knew about. But I assure you, no sister named REYLA ever shared my life. His words send a chill down your spine. The memory of REYLA is as vivid and undeniable as any other. You recall her laughter, the way she moved with grace and purpose through the ruins, her presence as tangible as the stones that line those ancient halls. You remember her standing beside Claire, their similarities in manner and speech, the stories they shared of their childhood, tales of all three siblings growing up together. You remember a particular story of the day Ludovic left your village to study magic, how REYLA's eyes had brimmed with a mix of pride and sadness. Claire and her together, the stories they told of all you three siblings growing up, and the day you left for your studies. She was there, Ludovic, you insist, your voice a mix of frustration and desperation. As Ludovic's face, a portrait of conflict and disbelief, swims before your eyes, his voice becomes a distant echo, muffled and unreal. I don't know what to tell you, he stammers, the usual steadiness of his demeanor unraveling. My memories are clear. Claire and I, we grew up in a small home, just the two of us after our parents passed. There was never another sibling in our lives. The dissonance between your memories and Ludovic's adamant denial sends a chill down your spine, a creeping dread that something far more sinister than mere confusion is at play. But it's the sudden, splitting headache that truly terrifies you. It seizes you without warning, a vice clamping down on your skull with a ferocity that brings you to your knees. Each pulse of pain is sharper, more disorienting than the last, as if your mind is being torn asunder. A low, incessant buzzing fills your ears, drowning out Ludovic's voice and the ambient noises of the hideout. It grows louder, a relentless drone that seems to be coming from everywhere and nowhere all at once. You clutch your head, pressing your palms against your temples in a futile attempt to quell the onslaught. Ludovic rushes to your side, his words of concern lost in the cacophony of the buzzing and your own ragged breaths. The pain intensifies, a crescendo of agony that threatens to tear you apart from the inside. You're vaguely aware of Ludovic's arms around you, trying to steady you, but it's like trying to anchor smoke. With a final pulse of excruciating pain, your legs give way, and you collapse, the ground rushing up to meet you. The last thing you see is Ludovic's alarmed face, his mouth moving in a silent shout as darkness claims you. The world fades to nothing, and for a moment, there's only the pain and the buzzing sound, a sinister orchestra playing a symphony of chaos in your mind. Then, even that fades, and you're left drifting in a void, a place of silence and darkness, where the questions of REYLA, the orb, and your own sanity swirl like phantoms just out of reach. In the bustling atmosphere of the Dancing Crone Tavern, you weave through the throng, drawn by the familiar sound of Claire's voice. Spotting you, she beckons with visible excitement. Look what we've found. Claire beams, her eyes alight with enthusiasm as she indicates an ancient book spread out before her. The Adventures of Arco Trollo Volume 4 reads the faded cover, its age evident. Your friends surround the table, faces aglow in the candle light, all engrossed by the tome's hints of lost magic and secret riches. As you take a seat, your eyes briefly meet those of a stranger across the room. Her intense gaze briefly ensnares you, her allure enigmatic and profound. But the moment is fleeting, snapped by Claire's eager voice. Can you believe it? This book speaks of a powerful orb. Claire's excitement is clear and infectious, yet it's REYLA who captures your focus. She remains quiet, her usual serenity overtaken by intense concentration as she studies the ancient pages. Indeed, REYLA interjects, breaking the thoughtful quietude of your group. Her voice is calm but underlined with a decisive undertone, a subtle hint of the resolve that defines her. If the legends hold truth, our time is better spent pursuing it, rather than pondering its possibilities. Amidst the festival's unyielding mirth, the seriousness of your dialogue stands in sharp contrast. Lanterns dangle like celestial bodies from the branches above, casting an enchanting luminescence over the festivities. The air is fragrant with the heady perfume of night flowers and the earthy scent of the forest, creating an aromatic harmony that complements the visual spectacle. The music, a complex arrangement of lutes and flutes, drifts through the air, enchanting and untamed. It narrates tales of age-old rituals and perpetual delight, of open sky nights and days filled with laughter and radiance. Revelers move in a seamless dance around you, their faces aglow with joy and abandon, their laughter weaving into the music to form a mosaic of pure celebration. You find yourself suddenly standing alone, the festive atmosphere briefly receding as if it were a dream slowly melting away. Then, amidst the flurry of color and light, you spot her. Initially, you mistake her for Claire, her familiar form a symbol of comfort. But upon closer inspection, the facade dissolves. REYLA stands out vividly against the backdrop of boisterous joy. Her red hair cascades like fire, shining like the festival's very essence, a vibrant standard of flame and allure. Her deep green eyes, like precious stones, catch the festival lights, sparkling with a story yet to be told. Her skin, a flawless tapestry, suggests a life touched by both the sun's warmth and the subtler shades of sheltered days. The refined contour of her cheek and the gentle slope of her jaw hint at a distinguished lineage or perhaps a self-imposed and well-deserved dignity. She wears a gown that seems woven from the essence of the night sky and forest shadows, a rich blue-green fabric that flows and shifts with her every move. It is embellished with intricate gold filigree, outlining patterns that echo ancient runes. "Will you dance with me?" she asks, her voice piercing the festival's clamor, clear and compelling. Though phrased as a question, it carries the weight of a challenge, an enticement to engage in a dance that promises to transcend mere physical movement beneath the celestial expanse. Her proposition takes you by surprise, a stark and unexpected shift from the gravity of your prior engagement. Your reply comes without a moment's pause, the urge to accompany her is irresistible. The music swirls around you, enveloping you in its cheerful melody as REYLA leads you to the dancing floor. Her hand is warm in yours, her touch gentle yet firm as she guides you through the steps of the lively dance. As the two of you move together, a sense of electric connection sparks between you. The world around you seems to fade away, leaving only the space you share with REYLA. As the song ends, REYLA's hand lingers in yours for a moment longer before she releases it with a smile. You find yourself breathless and dizzy from both the dance and the intensity of your emotions. As the evening progresses, more melodies fill the air, and you share more dances with REYLA. With every song, your bond deepens, your connection intensifying. You find yourself irresistibly drawn to her, like a moth to the flame, captivated by the allure she exudes. Looking back at the table, you notice a brief, complex look in Claire's eyes. It's an intricate expression, possibly reflecting a deeper sentiment, maybe of loss or perplexity. However, the moment is brief, soon eclipsed by the rhythm of the dance and REYLA's enthralling presence. As you and REYLA continue to dance, the tavern's din and the table chatter diminish into a distant murmur. It becomes just the two of you, moving in sync, your movements attuned to the music's ebb and flow. You slowly regain consciousness.
Where did she go? Did she run away? Oh, she's somewhere. We won't worry about that. Interact.
You jolt awake, heart racing. The haunting remnants of the dream cling to your consciousness as you survey the dimly lit room. The cluttered work table, the shelves crammed with leather-bound tomes and curious artifacts, it's unmistakably Ludo's hideout. Are you okay? Ludo's voice cuts through the stillness, tinged with concern as he watches you from across the room, his eyes reflecting a mixture of curiosity and worry.
Not really. You admit letting your guard down. The dreams are getting more vivid. It's as if they're trying to tell me something, but I can't quite piece it together. It's like a gasping at smoke, intangible and elusive.
You try to anchor yourself in the now, but the images from your dreams bleed into the room, coloring reality with their hues of doubt and revelation. I saw it like it was only yesterday. Janice, your sisters, and I, planning our expedition to Lyldhorp Burrow, dancing with REYLA. Your voice trails off as you say her name, a name that should be as familiar as your own, yet now hangs in the air like a question unanswered. Ludo's response is a chuckle, soft and disbelieving, as if the idea amuses him or perhaps as if he wishes to dismiss the gravity of your turmoil. Well, for starters, I only have one sister, Claire, he says, and there's a smirk playing at the corner of his lips, a brief show of levity that doesn't quite reach his eyes. Then, just as quickly, his smirk fades into a more thoughtful expression, his face becoming a canvas of contemplation. Memories are tricky, he muses, almost to himself. They're not always the faithful records we'd like them to be. He turns away, busying himself with tidying a stack of papers, each movement deliberate, perhaps a little too deliberate, as if he, too, is trying to keep the chaos at bay. It's a mundane action that seems out of place in the otherwise chaotic room, where every corner brims with artifacts of mystery and power. The shift in his focus allows you a moment of respite, a chance to gather your thoughts, but also a chance for doubts to creep in.
Hmm. As you ponder the situation, a seed of mistrust sprouts within you. The precision of Leto's actions, the avoidance of your gaze, it all paints a picture of evasion. You resolve to keep a closer eye on him, to watch for other slips or signs that might betray a deeper knowledge or involvement in the mysteries at hand. Let's see. Why the act? What are you trying to hide?
The question is pointed, driven by the surge of doubt that has taken root in your mind. His meticulous tidying seems to you now a performance meant to distract, to deflect from questions he wishes not to answer. Ludo stops his motions, and for a moment, he is still. Then, a chuckle escapes him, a low, disbelieving sound that fills the room with its resonance. I think, he says, turning to face you with a smirk that doesn't quite reach his eyes, that you have lost it, old friend. His words are light, but they carry an undertone of seriousness, a recognition of the tension that hangs between you. But the danger you are in is real, he continues, his tone becoming grave, the smirk wiped away as if it was never there. Let's see what Sheila will find out.
Alright, it's a good time to stop with this episode. Next episode, we will find out what Sheila is up to and what damage that she will cause us. Thank you for watching so far and have a nice day.